Hi everybody, this is Dr. Johnson, just posting a quick video saying hi, reminding you of my face, that I'm here reading and listening to you all, just not in the flesh, with you in the flesh here in Harlem. I'm I'm making the video to kind of check in with everybody since we're at the midterm point of the semester. And we're entering into a new week with our blogs where we'll be exchanging the texts that we read with our partners and reading in another genre, sort of closing out the genre we were assigned and now reading the genre that our other blog partner read and getting a feel for that genre ourselves. So I wanted to remind you of one resource that's available to you to monitor your progress through this project. And then I also wanted to talk to you about a little bit clearer criteria being developed for that second half of the project. So it's not redundant and you don't feel like you're kind of doing what your partner already did. So to start with, the first resource that's available to you is this genre blog checklist rubric. If you go onto our course homepage, into the major assignments folder, you will find this. This has been there since the beginning of the project. It was linked in some of the earlier sessions when we started, and I think I might have inserted a link this week in our sessions folder to that folder. But basically you can go right through this checklist just like I'm going to when I read through your blog at the close of the project to take a look and see how you're doing. See if you are meeting the criteria. Remember, this project is a project about research and about getting your feet wet and about growing in your understanding of two genres and reflecting about yourself as a reader reading those genres and thinking about how you would teach them and how you feel reading them. So it's really not necessarily something where I'm going to be saying, yes, this is perfect, or yes or no, this is horrendous. It's more about growth and really exploring the genre and exploring yourself as a reader and exploring yourself as a teacher of reading. So that's what I want to see. So I'll be going right through here, looking at how you selected your texts, how you're blogging about a couple of genres and 10 texts across those two genres, how you're formatting your blog, so you're trying out some different modes of communication, including maybe a digital image here or there, or a hyperlink to another website, using those blog tools that are available to you, that you are being timely in your posting and exchange with a partner, that you're also going and commenting on their blog. And then there's definitely a section here on collaboration you'll want to review to make sure that if there are issues, that you're initiating questions about those, that you're not just sitting there idly afraid to talk to your blog partner. And then the final bit about reflection we'll get to as the project closes up. You don't need to stress yourself about that now. That's more about a post facto reflection on the project as a whole. So for now, focus on those first 9 sections and think about how you're doing in those areas. A nice little self-assessment moment. So now some clarification about the second part of the project. You're going to trade texts with your partner, and you're going to probably be like, wait a second, I don't want to summarize and evaluate these texts and do exactly what my partner just did. And for that, I have an answer. So instead of giving a synopsis of the text, since that's not really something that graduate students should need to do, read and do again, since somebody in your partnership already has done that, what I'm encouraging you to do instead of that synopsis is to do a little bit of internet research for your post on that text. So link to your partner's blog for the synopsis in your post, but then do some research looking for maybe some short videos, links to websites, maybe additional books or articles that could support teaching with that text in a classroom. Maybe look for some online read-alouds, some more background information on the author or the historical context for the book itself, if that's useful given the genre you're working with. So those are some ideas. There are several listed here, and you could go in another direction, certainly. What I'm looking at right now while I'm speaking is genre blog post criteria, parentheses, as you read your partner's genre text selections. This is also, oops, where is it? Now in the major assignments folder. Woo, let me turn, it's hard, mirror, like a mirror here. Okay? So it's a little bit more detail. Noting features that make the text part of the genre you studied is the second thing that you were doing in your posts of the text. Now you've exchanged and you have someone else's. They've already blogged about the genre features. I'm guessing you're not going to find a lot that are different. If you do, point them out. Don't worry about what I say here. But rather than being redundant, if your partner has given an exhaustive list of the genre traits that he or she has found and identified in that text, start to think about other things you might do with that text. So you maybe have done a little bit of research about how to support teaching with that text. Another thing you can do is actually deconstruct that text. Practice a little bit more of what we did with the fairy tale, or apply some of the concepts that we've read about for this week. Evaluations of the text's authenticity, or thinking about controversies that might arise while teaching this text and how you might encourage someone to kind of take those on or respond to children or parents that are concerned about you teaching with this text. So 3 other options as opposed to identifying genre features. You can link to your partner's blogging about the genre features, and then instead, in addition to, you could either deconstruct that text, so looking for those hidden messages about the way that people should behave and be, like we did with Cinderella and Beauty and the Beast. Evaluate the text's authenticity. Some good questions to use for that are on page 64 in our textbook. So thinking about if the text was written by an insider or a person who's very well versed in the habits and behaviors and life experiences of the people that are being written about, if it's a text that would be appropriate for that. Or third, think about some controversy that might occur while trying to use this book in a classroom and how you might respond to counter that controversy or ameliorate it. The last 2 I'm leaving just as they are, because I think you can still review the text, what your partner thought about the text. You might have some different thoughts about the text. And then questions the text raises for you in general or about the genre. That's still there and it's open, and I think you can do that without being redundant. But I did want to let you know about those earlier revisions because I don't want it to be something where you feel like you're just doing something to do it. I'd like you to feel like you're doing something, learning something, enjoying it. It's bearing some fruit. You paid for this class, so you want to learn. So those are the 2 things I wanted to say for now about the genre blog project. I've been emailing a little bit with some people. I appreciate people bringing up little issues that they found in the online posting of a couple things. It's helped me stay organized and make sure that everybody has access to things. If you have any questions, let me know. Office hours are Thursday. If you need a different one, give me a call. And I hope things are going well, and I will look forward to seeing you again soon. Bless. Best to all of you.